So I don't know where we are with this video, but we love a demo here at S&G Jenkins, and we were supposed to have this tractor on demo before we bought the John Deere sort of maize last season, but for COVID reasons and various other reasons it hadn't arrived in the country, so we couldn't have it. So here it is in all its mighty, the Deutz-Fahr 7250 TTV Warrior. Pretty much full spec, same spec as the John Deere. Front PTO, front links, only one spool to the front, so we could put it on the butt rake if we want, but it won't have a hydraulic top link. It's not the end of the world. You could get another service to the front like we have on the JD, and like we could if we wanted to get two spools on the front of the New Holland, but she's only got, well, she hasn't got any on there actually. Full LED lights, chrome stack on the exhaust. That's the only thing missing on that, but I think they look a bit shabby on the John Deere's, to be fair. Yeah, an absolute beast. So I parked her in between the two so we can see a size sort of like for like where she is size wise. So this tractor is 250 horsepower. I think it boosts to 263. That tractor is around 180, 185 horsepower, boosting to 235. This tractor is 215, boosting to 267, so 270. So that's actually got the most horsepower out of the lot. But this isn't too far behind. Slash has got more on the flat. So boost and flat is totally different. If you wanted to go cultivating, this would be the tractor you'd go in. But if you were doing PTO work, that would be the tractor you'd go in. Anyway, this is also slightly bigger. You can see cab wise, you're slightly higher on this side than you are this side, and you do know about it when you're in there. The JD has a bigger cab. The JD actually feels like a wider tractor as well. You can kind of see, but it might be because I have wider tyres on here than we do here, and we've stepped the wheels out to accommodate for the loader brackets. I'm not comparing it to that, so I don't know why I'm talking about that one, because really we're comparing it to this one, and it's a lot bigger, as you can see, a lot taller. You can see the difference there in height. The bonnet sits a lot taller, and she's a fair bit longer as well. So I parked them all nose on, and JD and Deutz-Fahr in line. This one just a couple inches shorter, maybe 4 or 5 inches. As you can see, they're all parallel on the back end. They're as best as I can get them anyway. So we've got all the buttons here: PTO stop, up and down spools. You can have that as your top link. New Holland, she's very basic spec, so just up and down, no PTO, nothing. Electrics on the mud guard. Yes, you can have them all added extras put on, but we didn't have it. It didn't come on the tractor, so we didn't bother. In terms of cab suspension, you're on air. Actually really comfortable, very nice. 2 blooming great air tanks. One there and one there. A joint filter, I guess. Don't know what size rams these are, but I'm guessing probably 10-ton max lift. They're slightly bigger than these ones, but then again, this is the equivalent to like the 6250 of these, and probably 270 of this, maybe. But these aren't a lot smaller, they're just a smaller diet around inside. But in terms of height from the back, you can really see the difference. Maybe not so much in the roof, because you're only a couple inches, but in where the seat is, either side, you know, it's a bit taller. So stepwise, she's got as many as the John Deere. It's a long way up as well. It's a much smaller cab than the other two tractors. Well, yeah, it's about the same size as the New Holland cab wise. Nice steering wheel. It's not too big, not too small. But yeah, it sits a lot higher, especially than that tractor. So we've turned her on. Everything's on that dash. I have an old Topcon screen that Deutz have gone with. Everything you could possibly want pretty much is on the joystick. Cruise 1 and 2. I don't know what that play button does. Up and down, front and back links. Stop for your links. Forward and back. Your 2 spools here, 1 and 2. 3 and 4, or 6 and 5 are there, and then you have 2 on here. So you have 5 spools on this tractor. Pickup hitch is on this handle. Bit confusing, you do have to let the hitch down when you release it before you can pump it out, which caught me out. I spent about 2 minutes trying to get the bloody hitch out, but we found it in the end. PTO, 3-speed, 1000E, 1000 540E, no 540, same as actually both of our tractors, so no different. All the lights, they are very bright, quite hard to see in the day if you've selected them, because you know, when it's bright sunlight out, that little light button there isn't very good, but you know, is what it is. Climate control radio hasn't got a radio in, but it doesn't matter, they'll put it in if you ever bought one. Under here, your eco to power ratio on your gearbox, your throttle settings for your acceleration, so we have those 2 at max. I don't know what this button does, nor the escape. That's to say I'm sat in the seat. This is to unlock spools and linkage, so if they're lit up green, that means they're active. Dump your hydraulic or air brakes. Front and back PTO. She's auto 4-wheel drive. That's on for some reason. It's probably on because the handbrake's on. So she's auto 4-wheel drive, and then you can press that so it's on all the time. Suspension here, turn that off. Suspension starts to drop. Turn it on. And the suspension's coming back up again. There we go. Joystick does move forward and back. Now, unlike New Holland's Auto Command, John Deere's and Fence, you can't really drive this tractor off the joystick. So if I put her in forward, by the way, you don't have to take the handbrake off or ever put it on, it's here. Because as soon as you put your foot on the clutch, it will do it, and as soon as you put it in neutral, it will go on as well. So if you see there, it says 50k in the top. You see the one that's moving down, 37? Right, that's now set at 1.8k, and I do that with this. So I've set it now to 1.2. Now if I put my foot flat to the floor, I'll only be going 1.2, even at full revs. So that will give me maximum power and control speed. Now the reason you can't drive this on here very well is because it will just shoot up when you put that forward. So if you hold this forward all the way, it will just go to 50k, and therefore you'll be going at 50k. You can set these, so if I press that button, it's set to 50k and it will shoot off to 50k. Useful, very useful for road mode. That one is set here at 5.3k, so also useful. I don't have to use the accelerator, I can just press them and whiz on up. So the steering wheel adjusts, this little lever down there. That's about as far as it goes up, which does make it quite tight because I'm a fat bugger between here and there, and for any bigger boys you might struggle getting in and out, and it does go down, so maybe you could put that down before you get in and out. But you know, the seat's not all the way back. Well, the seat is all the way back, but that gap there is only about a foot, maybe 16 inches, so it would be a bit of a struggle if you're a bigger lad. The handle is quite useful. They put it up there, so you just roll it out, open the door, put my gas strut, away you go. Sunroof Events. This is one that faces forward. Don't know how we unlock it. Unlock it here. Oh no, faces backwards. There we go. Not ever been a fan of a sunroof, but anyway, if you smoke and want some air conditioning, there's your answer. Your normal lights are up there, side lights, main lights, and that's it pretty much. So on the screen you can go into your hydraulics, press that button, and then have a map of where you want all your spools. So you can have, I've got a trailer on these two. Front links are set to the joystick here, so if we do decide to put it on the butt brake on Monday, I can just, it's ready to go. This is just your rear links, drop rate, etc. Basically everything, you know, is all the same as any tractor. It's all here on the touchscreen. No end of air vents. They're all down the side. There's 3 on that side. That's those 2. There's 2 facing in the middle. They're actually really good. I like them. There's 3 down that side. There's 1 here. There's a phone holder. Perfect. Actually fits your iPhone. Brilliant. Cubby hole there. It's not a fridge, but it is a cubby hole. Another one there. Ashtray, I guess. I've got one in my Isuzu. I assume that's what it's for. That just about holds a Lucozade bottle. That is a cup holder, not refrigerated though. Cigarette lighter. But this one down here goes forward. That is kind of like a fridge, because if you have your aircon on this vent, it will keep all your drinks and food or whatever cold in there. Over this side we have USB chargers, another cigarette lighter, and your D-plug for, you know, computer screens. Back window on a safety catch. You can take it off on these rails and she'll open all the way back. Out the back window, pretty good visibility. The hitch goes out miles, so you can actually see it. Little glass window down here. It's almost like a reverse drive cab, really. Not that this is a reverse drive, but it is very similar. I'm not sure if they do one. They might do. So yeah, you can actually see everything going on down there. On the outside of the tractor, back end oil levels. Place to put your drawbar, but as the Ginger Warrior Andrew Pemberton said about the Hurleyman, probably going to get all mud and gunk all caught up around that, so it's not going to be very nice. Battery terminal doesn't seem to be an internal toolbox other than this one. Always got it. Got a lot. Balls, PTOs. It's all AdBlue and diesel right next to each other. Hopefully you can't mix the 2 up. Big gap in the bonnet between the cab and the bonnet to give it maximum travel on the suspension. Nice little feature. Airline there. Don't know what that button does. Not sure. Might activate the airline when you put it in. But that's handy. Also, what is quite handy about this, I imagine the air filter's up in the top here. You have a step on either side. So if you want to get to that air filter, you don't have to climb all over the suspension. On this tractor, you sort of have to climb over the pipes, but the air filter's on the side in there, so it's not too bad. I imagine if you were to put loader brackets on here, it would bolt to the chassis rail here, and just back there where you see those bolt heads. Although I'm not sure how that would work around the fuel tank there, but I've never seen one with a loader on. You might have a loader on a tractor this big, but then you'd be a brave man. Some LED lights under the wing mirrors there. That's pretty cool. Indicators are LED and side lights are LED. One thing I've just noticed is a 6-pillar cab, which is fine. And I just saw these windows here actually open from the inside on little clips. Didn't realise that. This door will also open on clips as a safety door. Tractor cab doors never usually open on this right hand side, not the modern ones anyway. The new Holland does, but again it's on like a single clip. I'll show you. It's on this clip here, so you sort of slide it on the bolt and it will slide to there, so it'll open about 6 inches, or you can just quickly lift it off back here and it'll open all the way. The John Deere, you can lock it from the outside, so she's locked, but on the inside you can open it, so it will open all the way on the gas strut. But again, we have this bar for all our computer stands, etc., so you can't really get out of here. And when I do fold the wing mirror back, I usually get out, and then when I go back in, I usually decapitate myself on that bar because I'm an idiot. But anyway, so those are the 3 tractors we got in the yard ready for Monday and Tuesday maize campaign. Tuesday we'll have a Vultra. What is quite nice is when you park all the tractors up next to each other, you have a good idea of size. You can compare the two and just see how different manufacturers do different things.